Hi, Vampyresskiss here. Casey convinced me I should buy a product and I should just come to the store, not look at the reviews or anything, and just buy it. Well, there's something I'd been like keeping an eye on at. We're at Sam's Club, and I come around the corner to pick it up, and it was $89. And check this out. It is now $69. I did a happy dance right in the middle of the aisle. So anyway, we're going to buy this. I'm going to unbox it, do the reveal, and try it. I know deep fat frying's bad for you, but if anybody watched my other video on the air fryer, we all know how that turned out. So I will end this video here. I just wanted to show you guys it was on sale and that I was very excited. And I will talk to you later. Hi again, Vampyresskiss here. This is a few days later after I bought the deep fat fryer. I just was in no mood to take care of it when I came home. So anyway, we're going to do the reveal. First of all, it's a Tefal. I looked everywhere on the box. I could not find a model number. It's called the Ultimate Easy Clean, and it's supposed to automatically filter and store the oil for the next use. Ooh. And this product, like the last one I reviewed, which was the what was that? The power oven. The power air fryer oven. Thank you. This is also 1700 watts. So I didn't look at that before I bought it. So I'm not real thrilled about using a knife here.
Be careful.
Thank you. He knows me all too well.
Yes, I do. Oops.
And I didn't open the knife all the way, which is very unsafe. You should open the knife all the way. I didn't open it all the way because I don't know how to shut these, make them shut. So I didn't want it to, end up having to ask Casey to fix it for me. He gets so angry at me when I have to do that. Because he says that I should know how to do these things. So because I'm so short and that's so tall, I'm going to bring it down here. Can you still see it? We might have to do. She's lifting up the tripod.
What's happening here?
Oh God. Okay, here. You need to just calm down. Got it. Let go.
You have to twist that.
Yeah, you have to twist.
Yeah, you have to go. I don't know what the heck was going on.
She didn't know what she was doing. Oh God, I'm sorry. Can you see us?
Still.
One day we'll do one of these and we'll really look like we know what we're doing. Okay. Okay. Now this is a pretty darn big deep fat fryer. I would say that this is the lid.
That is the lid.
Yeah, it's got to be the lid.
Yeah.
And this is, put it here. Again, those of you who watched my last video, the only dedicated plug-in we have is the one that's back here with the washer and dryer that can handle 1700 watts. So we are back here again to do this demonstration or do this review.
Yeah.
So you get a fairly good sized basket with this, which actually the box does say on it that it cooks up to 2.6 pounds of food and uses 3.5 liters of oil. So that's that's a lot of oil. It's a good thing it filtrates it because that could get really expensive.
I like the blue on it.
Yeah, that's where the oil is stored. Here's the cards to send in. Comes with a plug-in. Now, this is one thing that surprises me. Casey had pointed this out with the last product. I would think that 1700 watts would be 3 prongs. But the last product we reviewed that was 1700 watts was also 2 prong. And this is also 2 prong. I'm not sure if that's something that's new or what. I personally would feel better if it was a 3-prong plug. So I'm just pointing that out, not saying that there's anything wrong with that.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Wow, that's gonna, can you imagine doing fish in this? Like fish and chips sort of fish?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like it might be a really nice basket. And then, I will, just a second. Okay, I see. No, I don't see. This is, no.
What?
I don't know, just a second.
Here.
Okay, just a second. The instructions, which, remember I said I don't read the instructions? Well, the instructions are kind of like trapped underneath all this stuff here, and I'm not sure, does this come here? Wait, I'm not sure what this does. If it unplugs, doesn't look like it unplugs. Wow, I'm not sure how that comes out of there. Okay, watch out. There's a piece of cardboard here though. Oh, I see. Oh, got it. It lifts right out of
The thing.
here.
Right here.
Right out of there. Which
Wow.
the instructions were stuck underneath it, so the instructions would have done me no good. And the instructions are very small. Very small. It just basically tells me not to do it outside with a cord strung across. Tells me not to dump the fries out on the counter. Just basic things that just about anybody should know. So there's that. I guess the instruction book actually is probably this little tiny thing here.
Should I take this out?
Yeah, we need to take that out. There's the basket that holds the oil. And you can see here on the side, it tells you the minimum and the maximum oil. Can you read that, even though it's backwards?
Yeah.
And it also has a filtration thing on the bottom of it that then goes.
So it can like.
Here, I'm gonna just set this
So
right
the
here.
juice can go down.
The oil.
Oil.
Yeah, the oil can go down into. The oil goes down into. Let's see if we can get this. Wait. I'm
I
not
think
sure.
you have to take the lid off. I think.
Just a minute. Wow.
Huh.
I hate reading the instructions, but man, we have to
Wait.
do.
What's this?
Oh, that might be. Look at that. The kid can't even read yet, and he could read a picture. Yay. High five on that one. Good job. Okay, so here's where all the oil is stored and filtrated after you're done with it. Then I guess it would be easy disposal at that point. Looks like you like untwist this, and you just pour it into, we put ours into gallon-sized water jugs. Yeah, this is a lot harder doing this, pulling this out of the box and never looking at it before you do the video. I don't know what Casey was thinking, he should have known. So anyway, this basically is just a frame. There's no electrical parts to this.
Is it heavy?
No, I'm gonna feel it. It's really light.
Yeah, it's very light.
Yeah. So this is the framework of everything. So this here is your electrical part. This would be the guts of the whole thing. But I'm gonna pause this video right now because I am not going to cook anything while this thing is not clean.
What's this?
This would be your heating elements. They're going to be down in the oil and they'll heat the oil. But I don't want anything all dirty and dusty, so I'm going to pause the video here while I clean everything up. Okay, we're back. I have washed all the things that I could wash. I didn't wash the item with the element, mostly because of the 2 probes on it. I was afraid I'd bend them, break them, or cause them to come unsoldered. Not that they weren't on there sturdy, I just didn't want to wash them and have something happen. Anyway, I've got it on and ready. Actually, it looks like it might be up to temperature now, which would be 375. But I want to point out just one thing I'm not liking right now about it. When I plugged it into the wall, I had, well, first of all, I think it's too close to the edge of this wash machine. I would have liked to have it more in the center, but because of the shortness of the cord, for safety reasons, I had to have it this close because of it being, because normally a plug-in would be higher if I was on an actual real countertop, where the plug-in is about right here. I don't know if you can see that. And so I'm losing like 8 inches of space. So it could have been in the center of this if the plug-in were higher on my wall. Also, the other thing I had a problem with was on the very back of this, the way it plugs in. The actual plug-in part of it has 2 magnets, and then the item I'm plugging into, which is this head, has 2 prongs. The prongs are not very long, they're kind of short, and so the magnets hold the plug there. Well, it took me like 6 attempts to actually get a connection that made this come on. I actually thought that I had a defective product, and so I was getting really upset. That's why the wardrobe changed, because I was very hot and I got very hot and sweaty because I thought that we were just like totally, yeah, toasted because we didn't even have a decent product. But I was wrong. I finally got it to connect, and it made its little beep sound, and so it has heated up. See, now it says the oil is not up to temperature. So it was a second ago though. So I guess we'll just wait and see. It shouldn't be too far off though, because the light did go off on it, which does tell you it's up to temperature. I'm going to ask Jamie, we're going to do onion rings. I'm going to ask Jamie to give me the onion rings. We were going to do French fries, but I don't have any French fries, so
Nope.
so
Here's the
and
plug-in
this is,
thingy.
I don't want you to be anywhere near this thing. I'll tell you why, Angel. Do you see what's in the bag? You can stay in here, but do you see what's in the bag besides the onion rings?
What are you doing?
What is that? It's called frost, and it's just like water, and it's going to cause that to go bubble, 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 toil and trouble.
To me, it almost looks like snow because it's white.
Yeah, it does. It does. And, just so that being on camera and stuff, and I'm not sure exactly what it's going to do.
Here,
I'm going to go
here.
with some of these that are not as frosty. Yeah, because you could already hear it's already making anger noises.
Hey, Grandma, I'm going to be right here.
Okay. Yeah.
Trying to safe.
Yeah,
And if there's any stuff that comes out, I'll just do this.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to get out of here.
I wonder if I don't know if this can be, once again, I didn't read the directions. I don't think that this can be on it when it's working. I don't know. Maybe it can, because it does have vents. I don't know, but this part right here, where it hooks to the basket, is plastic. That kind of worries me, that it could melt. So there, I probably should have read that part. Well, we'll just let it do this. And I don't know how long this will take to cook. Let's see what the instructions say on this. It says if I'm going to deep fat fry it, it takes 2 to 2.5 minutes at 350. So I've got it on a little higher than they say to have it on. So I'll bring it down a little bit. And I'm not, to be honest, I don't know if this is a timer or not, because it doesn't, yeah, I guess it does work. So I just turned it on for 2 minutes. And we'll let that maybe go to actually 1 minute. See, I can feel it. It's
Don't do that.
yeah, you can't see it, but I can feel it. I have grease hitting my hand. It's boiling up above.
I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, don't do that. It's kind of hot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know if I like that. Because usually I use a Dutch oven, and I put oil in that, and then I usually cook things in that, and then I use what's called it's like an Asian dumpling scoop, I guess.
Asian dumpling scoop.
Something like that. It looks like a small basket, and it's used for Asian cooking, and I use that to take out whatever I'm cooking in it. And I can honestly say, unless I'm stupid enough to stick something in there that has a bunch of frost on it, it does not boil. I can't feel it boiling above it.
That's good.
So, I guess we'll try this. I'm not going to dump it like what you see them do in restaurants.
Ooh,
Yeah, it looks, can you see it?
they look nice.
Yeah, they do. They're a nice golden brown.
Okay, I feel safe now.
Do you feel safe now?
Yes. I stand right here.
You know, most of the time you can't go too wrong with deep fat frying, other than obviously the obvious things like your weight and the grease and all that. But usually a product that's deep fat fried usually tastes pretty darn good.
There's that beeping sound again.
That's because the 2 minutes are up that I had put it on for.
That's good.
Very hot.
They smell nice.
Yeah, they're very crunchy.
Well, should
I'm
we
gonna-
let them cool down?
I'm gonna let Angel try one. Please don't spit the onion out. He doesn't like onion rings. But can you just pick it up after it cools down and bite it in front of the camera so they can hear how crunchy it is?
Okay.
You see him?
Yeah.
I might have cooked him a little too long. How's it? Is it?
Very crunchy and good.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I'd want my. Oh, sorry.
Hot.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's the way I'd want my onion ring if I was going to. I guess like Red Robin gives you that big thing of onion rings. So I'm pleased about that. I really don't have anything else I want to cook in it right now. I just wanted to basically get it unwrapped and give it a shot and see what it would do. See if it would work. Now this is a product that for my family we will not use it very much because deep fat frying food, I don't know if it's because I have Crohn's disease or what the reason is, but it makes me sick. And so if I do eat deep fat fried food, I'm very picky about what I eat, and I eat it very rarely. But some things, like we've bought, there's this place that we can buy stuff from that you can get things that restaurants sell, and like they sell fried green tomatoes and fried zucchini. That really does need to be deep fat fried. I mean, because I did try some of it in that Power air fryer that I reviewed last time, and it did not, well, for one thing, it used a lot of electricity, which this got up to temperature a lot faster than I thought it would. It stayed in temperature while it was cooking this, which I can say when I'm doing it on the stove, it does not stay in temperature. The temperature drops quite a lot, which, I'm sorry, I started to choke on that onion ring, which causes the food to have to be deep fat fried longer, and it just isn't as good. So I would say if this lasts and does really good, okay, we won't even if it. We will just give it a review right now as to what I seen and what I got. I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars. And the reason I give it 3.5 stars is because I'm not real sure that plugin's not going to give me more issues, and I may end up having to take it back. But if the plug-in doesn't give me issues anymore, and I figure out what I did wrong, if I did do something wrong, then I would give it a solid 4 stars. And the reason for only the 4 stars is because of the length of the cord. I realize that there's safety issues there, but the cord being as short as it is, I'd like the cord to at least have another foot on it, or at least be 3 feet. 3 feet would be perfect, or 3.5 feet. I'm gonna say 3.5 feet. So
That sounds like a fart. What's going?
sounds like a timer timing down. Wonder why it's doing that.
Can I see?
I hope it's not going to blow up. Anyway, so all in all, I can't say I'm upset that I bought this. I wanted it for quite a while, like I said in the very first segment of this video, but I refused to buy it until it came down in price. And it had come down in price, so that was why I bought it. But then again, as I said, it's only going to be used periodically in my family. So, yeah, 3.5 stars right now. 4 if I can figure out how to get that thing to stay on there and not be an issue. So there's my review of the Tefal Ultimate Easy Clean Deep Fat Fryer. Oh, gotta get it up higher. Deep Fat Fryer.
We gotta get it up.
It was bought at Sam's Club. It's regularly $89.95, and it was $20 off, so it was $69.95. And that sale goes through 8/9 of 2018. And I'm sure that they'll even have that on sale probably, I bet, Christmas time, and probably even around Mother's Day, because for some reason men think that we need items like this for Mother's Day rather than other romantic things.
Well, it would
So,
be for a gift.
yeah, it would be for a gift, but it's the kind of gift that a man wants a woman to use for him. That's why I said it's not the kind of gift that a woman really wants for those kind of holidays.
Yep.
So, this is Vampyresskiss, an angel who saved the day by figuring out how to get that blue thing out of there.
Yep.
Yeah.
The container.
The blue container, you did really good on that. Saying, y'all have a good day now.
Bye.